Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a backstage tour of the modern media and entertainment industry. I am so excited to dive into this with you because together we're going to uncover the hidden architecture that actually makes your favorite movies, apps, and immersive experiences possible. We always see the final, perfectly polished product right on our screens. But behind the scenes, there is an incredibly complex system working around the clock to make it all happen.
So think about this for a second. How do you actually pull off a massive global media launch? When a huge franchise drops a new movie today, well, it's never just a movie anymore, is it? It's a simultaneous global streaming launch, a virtual reality game tie-in, a massive social media campaign, and a worldwide rollout of exclusive merchandise. The potential for absolute total chaos is incredibly high. Managing these multi-layered media properties requires a level of precision that is frankly mind-boggling. To see how this industry magic is actually managed, here is our game plan for today. First, the entertainment juggling act. Second, creating and delivering content. Third, fans, tech, and revenue. And finally, number 4, the strategic synergy payoff. Okay, let's dive right into this with Section 1, the entertainment juggling act.
The absolute secret ingredient keeping all of this potential chaos in check is program management. In media and entertainment, these organizations have to juggle completely different disciplines, literally everything from the deeply creative, artistic edge of filmmaking all the way to the highly technical, rigid realms of app development. Program management acts as the strategic conductor of the entire orchestra. It provides the structured oversight you need to ensure that creative projects, technology adoption, and monetization strategies don't just happen in their own little bubbles. They have to be perfectly aligned with the overarching business objectives. It's all about making sure that innovation, compliance, and your core brand identity are strategically coordinated across every single platform.
What's really interesting about this slide is how this massive undertaking breaks down into 5 distinct pillars: content production, digital distribution, audience engagement, technology integration, and monetization strategies. Now, for a media property to succeed today, a program manager can't just pick favorites and focus on 1 or 2 areas. No way. They must ensure that all 5 of these applications operate together as one unified, seamless ecosystem. If even one single pillar is ignored, the entire launch can completely collapse. Moving right along to Section 2, creating and delivering content.
So obviously, everything starts with the creative product. Program management oversees these truly massive content production pipelines across film, television, music, and digital. And they have to enforce strict oversight to ensure 2 absolutely critical things: the high quality of the final product and its timely delivery. In an industry where release dates are basically set in stone years in advance, a single delay can literally cost millions of dollars. It can derail entire marketing campaigns and anger massive fan bases. Keeping that creative pipeline flowing flawlessly, it's completely non-negotiable. But hey, making great content is really only half the battle. Once the film is edited or the album is officially recorded, the next massive hurdle is getting it onto your screen without a hitch. Digital distribution is all about strategically expanding your reach to globally fragmented audiences. Executing that distribution requires a precise 3-step dance. Step 1, coordinating with the major streaming platforms. Step 2, managing OTT, or over-the-top services, to make sure the content actually reaches viewers over the internet flawlessly. And Step 3, executing global syndication for international markets. If these 3 steps misalign even a little bit, audiences are left buffering, complex licensing deals fall through, and the overall impact of the launch just plummets. Which brings us to Section 3, fans, tech, and revenue. You can't just release content into the wild and walk away anymore. You have to actively court your fans. Program managers directly oversee these critical engagement touchpoints. We're talking about managing loyalty programs to reward the superfans, executing widespread social media campaigns, and building interactive experiences to keep the community completely hooked long after the credits roll. Managing these specific touchpoints is absolutely vital if you want to strengthen those long-term, highly lucrative relationships with fans. Then, of course, we have the technology factor. In modern media, technology is not just some flashy gimmick meant to generate a few quick headlines. It is an essential, vital tool managed for one highly specific purpose: enhancing the storytelling and deepening the narrative. And this brilliantly illustrates how program managers are weaving in advanced immersive tech. We are talking about artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality. They integrate these tools to pull you, the audience, directly into the story's universe. Whether it's an AR app that literally lets you explore fantasy world right in your own living room, or VR experiences that put you standing right alongside the main characters, it is a highly strategic integration ensuring the tech serves the content. Never, ever the other way around.
Now, of course, all these incredibly ambitious creative and technological leaps, well, they actually have to pay the bills at the end of the day. And that brings us perfectly to monetization strategies.
Turning a profit requires the incredibly careful coordination of multiple revenue streams. Program managers have to closely align advertising models, balance out subscription services, and roll out massive physical and digital merchandise programs. It's this incredibly delicate balancing act to maximize revenue without overwhelming or alienating the actual fans. Push way too many ads and subscribers just leave. Price merchandise too high and brand loyalty drops. It requires a really comprehensive view of the entire financial ecosystem to get it right.
And finally, Section 4, the strategic synergy payoff.
This right here is the absolute core problem that program management solves. On one hand, you have the incredible risk of a fragmented approach, where your creative, tech, and commercial teams are totally siloed off from each other. Think about it. If the VR team builds a world that the merchandising team doesn't even have products for, or the content pipeline finishes a whole year before the streaming platform is actually ready to launch it, you get a completely disjointed mess. It's wasted money, and worse, confused fans. But with structured program management, you get a strategically aligned approach. It transforms into a coordinated, synergized ecosystem where every single piece fully supports the others. And the actual result of that synergized ecosystem? It's not just a corporate buzzword. It genuinely delivers tangible outcomes. When all these initiatives align perfectly, organizations achieve expanded audience reach, they cultivate deeply deepened brand loyalty, and ultimately, they drive massive, massive increases in profitability. The ultimate value of media program management is perfectly captured by this quote directly from our source material. It is about enabling organizations to thrive in a fast-evolving digital landscape. It's really not just about surviving the utter chaos of modern entertainment. It's about building a robust, ironclad structure where groundbreaking creativity and smart business strategy genuinely get to thrive together. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. How will strategically managed AI and VR reshape your own digital media consumption in the near future? The next time you dive into a massive entertainment franchise, just remember, you aren't just watching a show anymore, you are actively participating in a meticulously managed ecosystem. Keep a close eye out for how all these different elements interlock behind the scenes. Thanks for joining me today, and stay curious.